Greetings, my good people. We are here today to discuss the relationship, or dare I say, open relationship between Jada Pinkett Smith and Mr. Will Smith himself. Yes, sir. All right, so for years there's been speculation that Jada and Will had an open relationship, right? They never copped to it, but then again, they never denied it. But they did say just enough to make you think, yeah, they're both fucking other people. Now, all of a sudden, you have this kid, Alsina, I believe his name is. I think he's an R&B singer, and he verifies that indeed he did have an extensive relationship with Jada Pinkett. But I know not only that, Will Smith gave him his blessings to do so, which is just remarkable to me. Because me personally, I can't see myself giving another man the okay to smash hips with my woman. I don't see how that's a thing. But then again, in all fairness, I also am a regular person who has a 9 to 5 and interacts with regular people. I can't see this situation through the lens of two people who are extremely affluent, who have everything at their fingertips, and probably have like a plethora of sexual opportunities on any given day. And for those people, who's to say how you would handle that situation if you were in it and you had a partner who was willing to do the same thing? So I can't pretend to see it the way they see it, nor am I knocking them for their choices. But I'm just saying, for me personally, I can't see any way that my wife could come home and say to me, hey babe, I met this guy on the train today. I think I'm gonna go have sex with him later on. I'll be back at 3 a.m. if you can just feed the kids and make sure everything's good. I can't see that happening. Now, mind you, I don't think it happens, it's that straightforward. But I mean, the thing is, like, see, I guess this is the thing. For a regular couple, maybe it could work for people in Hollywood because, like I said, they have so much going on. But for regular people, I don't think a open relationship is possible unless if it's don't ask, don't tell. In other words, if you're gonna tell, I mean, don't get me wrong, those are two people who are really elevated. If you're two regular people and you're both like, look, baby, I met a woman today. I think I want to go get to know her. We're going to go have a drink. I'll be home later on. That's a really, really, I guess, elevated relationship where two people can do that. I can't ever see myself doing that. You know, I couldn't see myself doing it to my wife, and I couldn't see myself accepting it from her either. Now, not for me, but for other people, if you're gonna do it and you say, okay, well, look, we're gonna have an open relationship, right? So we can, kind of ease tensions or whatever it is, or not feel like we're missing out on other sexual opportunities, but you can't ask about my whereabouts and I won't ask about yours. You see, I could see how something like that maybe could work. But then again, if you have kids, if you don't have kids, I guess that's one thing. But if you have kids, sooner or later, the kids are going to become privy to the fucking around. And then what do you do then? Do you tell them that that's maybe how they should live their lives? Or do you give them a whole speech? Or, you know what I mean? Like, mommy, why did I grab daddy's phone and see, some nude photos from the next door neighbor or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is kind of weird. But another aspect of it was that this kid, Alsina, says that, well, he claims that Jada Pinkett broke him, that she broke his heart. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't get it. I mean, I've never seen Jada Pinkett as a sex symbol or a sexual commodity or anything of anything even close to that. I mean, I've always seen her as a skinny mini with a tiny hiney. You know what I mean? She's part of the itty bitty, what is it? The itty bitty titty committee. Like, and I'm not even trying to knock her because look, she's a very spiritual person, and she seems like super cool, super down to earth. And but I'm just saying, for me, it's not my cup of tea. And I get it. I mean, whatever, maybe like, because I know for me, she wouldn't do it for me physically. And I get it. She's probably one of those girls that seduces you with her intellect. But I mean, maybe when she was younger. But even like, look at her face now. She looks like a cat. She got that that shit that these Hollywood women get, where they make their face look like a cat. You know what I mean? And even that can't be fun for Will either. Like I picture him like, you know, I didn't sign up for like 30 years into my marriage laying next to a fucking feline. You know what I mean? So that can't be cool for him either. Now, but yeah, the whole thing is just, I don't know, I guess it's not for me to judge. I just think it's an interesting topic. And you may say, all right, so with all this shit going on with COVID, the COVID pandemic, and with the social unrest, why would you even think this is important? Well, it's important for two reasons. It's important first and foremost because when you have all these serious topics where it's hard to wrap your head around them, it's good to have something lighthearted to think about. And the other thing is that more and more people are leaning towards these sort of alternative style relationships. It's just reality. You know what I mean? Like, you see these shows with the men with a bunch of wives and this, that, and the other. I mean, some people are just open to it, and whether you like it or not, someday your wife may be asking you, you know, hey baby, I gotta talk to you about something, and she may say, like, what do you think about us having an open relationship? And it may have to be something you'll consider at that point. Like I said, I couldn't do it, but hey, it is what it is. But you know, another thing that I noticed about this is that every time I saw, like, I've never felt, once again, much due respect to Will and Jada, because I think they're great people, and I think that they impart wisdom and spirituality to their, you know, to their followers and stuff. So I think that's great. But I've never felt that they were really that into each other, especially not from her perspective, because I've never seen her hugging Will. I've never seen her like be affectionate towards him. Even when she speaks about him, it's more like in a friendship aspect. But on the other hand, don't listen to her speaking about Tupac and how she thought that was her soulmate, because that shit is something else. Like, I don't even know how Will was able to deal with that in his mind. You know what I mean? That the thought that, like, you know, she thinks Tupac is her soulmate, but yet she married him. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's kudos to Will, because not everybody could deal with something like that. But either way, it's bugged out. I mean, they have a really eclectic relationship. Even if you look at the kids, who don't, by the way, look particularly happy, but you know, I mean, I don't know. I think the kid is homosexual, you know, and that also begs the question: is it part of his genetic makeup? I mean, genetic makeup. Yeah, pardon the pun with the makeup. Or is it more like a learned thing where they're like, look, you can love whoever you want, you can be intimate with whoever you want, and we won't judge you for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, on a higher level, on a more spiritual and metaphysical level, if you think about it, when you pass on and you're just energy, there's no longer gender. And you'll come back in another life as another person. You may come back as a woman or whatever, but I get that. But that's another life. In this life, I'm a man, and I can't see myself being with other men, or, you know, or my wife especially being with other men. But whatever, man. People have, you know, whatever they make, whatever choices they make, and it's not really my job to judge. I just wanted to explore it a little bit and see what you guys think about it. All right, so that was it, man. As always, I love you guys. I respect you guys. Eternal blessings, and we'll talk soon. Ant's point of view.
Yeah, I'll give you my 2 cents. And if you're not too sensitive, you'll be able to sense how much sense I actually make. I'm actually great.